Hiya Cancerians, how are you doing? How are you feeling today? How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining my channel, and thank you to all my subscribers for subscribing. It means a lot to me, it really does. If you can make comments, and then I can find out how you are mentally, physically and also emotionally. We're going to tap into our higher selves with our spiritual cards, our Zen. So without further ado, let's see what's going on with Cancerians for the 5th of July. What do Cancerians need to know today? What do Cancerians need to know today? Okay. So, let's have a look. The first aspect is about ego. Ego. So, with ego, it's about letting go of certain aspects that are no longer serving us. It may be we're addicted to certain things, relationships, codependency, but also ideas and environments. We need to let go of those things that keep us small and in the ego. When we're in the ego, which is all about ourself, rising ourselves higher, tapping into our spirit guides, the source of all creation, is probably a good way of dealing with this when we're feeling controlled or out of control. When we're out of control, we need to take the step back. The step back for a more understanding. So here with the Queen of Winter, it's about being analytical about the control. Sometimes the Queen of Winter can be all about control, but being precise and seeing that clarity, Cancerians, it's all about our understanding our very nature of who we are. So if we feel that we need to pull away and retreat into our home, our security and safety, then this is okay. We can be alone. We can sit in our tree and see things from a higher level. This is important because this is who we are. So wherever you feel you are at today is where you're at. As long as we're not feeling controlled. No one likes to feel controlled. Or maybe they do. Do write a comment. So we've also got the star here. Aspiring higher to our dreams. What are we telling ourselves? What are we thinking? What can we formulate and nourish to allow our dreams to come true? So this shows that there's also hope. If you're in a situation where you are controlled, where you're in a codependency relationship, divorcing yourself from the matter and really putting hope and faith that things will go a lot better in your life. So I'll have a look at a Zen aspect of dealing with these aspects. So it's always good to be like the Queen of Winter here, always assessing and analysing perhaps why we got into this situation of being controlled, of being trapped, of being manipulated. Who's manipulating us today? So let's have a look at that. Okay, so the first aspect is feeling a little bit sorrowful. This is okay to feel because we have to have the lows to be able to get the middle tones and then the higher notes of life. So just accepting that this has been a very sorrowful, pitiful maybe, but believable situation that we can allow ourselves to remove ourselves sideways is a good idea. Excuse me, I'm going to cough and I don't want that. been talking too much. So if we really believe that our pain is always going to be here, then the pain will always be here. That's the predictability of a trap. It is a trap. So we need to find a way out of the trap. And being analytical and on your own in a secluded place will allow you to break free, have hope, have that dream of not being trapped. Other aspect today is realizing that consequences and judging and really playing through our mindset is no longer applicable. We need to have the space to relax into our minds. Obviously not being over analytical in a negative fashion would help this aspect. Projection. Sometimes people may be telling you lies, or maybe you feel that they're telling you the truth when in fact they might not be. So seeing the reality of who and what the situation is very important, Cancer. It's also about seeing the real you as well. What are you showing yourself? What are you believing in? So criticising today, self-criticism, isn't the way to go about today. Just today. You can pick it up tomorrow if you choose to do so. But breaking away from that, self-criticising, is a good idea. So let's have a look at what else aspects with the moon. What do Cancerians need to know on their stage? So work through your fears. So working through your fears. What happens if I let go of this situation? Whoa, it is scary, I know. People always like what they know. They use funny expressions that you may know of, but it may not mean anything to you picking that expression up. So we need to let go of other people's expressions, let go of the fear. What would the fear of, oh, what would happen if I did this? What would happen if I didn't do this? How would I feel if I did this? How wouldn't I feel if I didn't do it? So a fear is about an imagination. So what are you imagining that's scaring you even more? Why don't you put your energy into the positive imagining that if I did it, what wonderment would come my way? So this is why you can see projection is there. What am I projecting out to the universe, for the universe to hear, to give me more of? Now, if I were you, I would face your fear and kind of just do it. Because it's not, yeah, it is a fear if you have put an emotion into it, where you're playing a movie that's going to give you more pain. So I would play a movie that has a vision of a happy situation. What would happen if I broke my relationship today? Whoa, money factor, house factor, I'm going to be alone factor. Right, you're playing that movie in your head. What about freedom to expand, to grow, to develop? What about, oh, I want to leave my job because my real passion is this. Oh, no money, Oh, I get job satisfaction to be my own person. Do you see what I mean? So when this card comes about, work through your fears, it means the opposite. It means, why don't you look at the positive outcome and play that through your mind and feel that you're playing in your mind on a positive level to enable you to have that happiness, to really embrace this card about hopes, faith, the ability to create and put energy into what you need to create. So I wish you well with that. Lots of love. Thanks for listening. We'll see you again later.